my mic plugged in. Whoops. Sorry, no microphone. What am I doing? Yo, yo. All right. Good morning, good morning. No microphone plugged in. My bad. I don't know what that is. I have no clue. I have never heard of that. I'm assuming it's like an anime or something. I don't need these on right now. I'm not doing any sanding. It's good in the art style / art direction is good. I've never heard of it. I could look it up. I don't really watch anime, to be honest. It's not really my thing. Not that I don't appreciate art, but like, certain things just don't really, I guess, aesthetically do it for me. This looks weird. What the fuck? It's like a weird reptile guy. Yeah, I've never heard of this. Strange looking. Yeah, anime's a bit of a tough sell on me sometimes. I've seen like Attack on Titan. I've seen fuck, what was that show called? Full Metal Alchemist. Not like all of it. I know there's like different versions or shows or something of it, but I've only seen like one of them. Like the main one or something. I think maybe seen one other one, but it's not many. Do I stress about ruining it? Not at this stage. Not really. There's far worse stages for ruining things. Certainly not at this one. This is too early. Too early to ruin stuff. How's the hobby going? Good, sir. I'm not going to be on here long. But I am just going to kind of chill and get a few things done, so yeah. Ideally, I get something done. Every day, something. It's the long haul. Notorious, hello, sir. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, with most things in life, you kind of have to, like, build up to it, you know? Nothing is a one and done. So unless you have the willpower to build everything in one day and be content with that, that is something. And you have the time. I do not have the time for that, so we're going to do a little bit daily. Yo, yo, good morning. Only 8 more to go. Yeah, you're doing the Frost Orcs, I believe, right? The, what are they? The Iron Jaws? It's a process, man. Like, one day at a time, you know? You get as much done when you can, and you move on. Next project. Yo, yo, good morning, folks. Yo, yo. This is just a dwarf captain. This is just a dwarf captain. I've got a bunch of other shit to do, but this is the only mini. There's no baggage with this guy. Nothing to glue, nothing to do. Lots of scraping. Lots of cleanup. Yeah. Old world dwarves. I'm not really working on those right now. I'm doing some Lord of the Rings stuff in the meantime. I've got a diorama to build for Ryan's stores, so like the warp. I'm working on Lord of the Rings armies in the meantime because I'm working up to the video. And yeah, we're just slowly getting on top of things. Careful with the hobby knife. Yeah, I know. I don't think I've cut myself in probably 15 years, maybe more. The ice jaws. Hey, keep up with it, brother. Things do happen, knock on wood. But I'm usually pretty good with the non-cutting of oneself. But you never know. Again, knock on wood, right? Shit happens. How many's a week? Shortcuts, man. Sometimes you don't need to obsess, you just have to make everything look good altogether. When you're painting minis, I know a lot of people obsess over a lot of things, but there's ways to make everything look good and cohesive without, like, super obsessive behavior. Yeah, they're wizards. They are certainly wizards. It's very impressive. Or just when you've painted enough stuff, you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Let's just do this. It's very commendable. This is a very commendable art endeavor. It's like knowing the amount of shit that goes into an army, you have to respect it. It is such a dedication to so many different things. And again, people have, like, humongous painted armies, massive. They're ghouls. Purple Mo, hello, buddy. We're good. It's a Tuesday. What do people do on Tuesdays? What are you guys doing on a Tuesday? Monday was shit, because it's Monday, but what about Tuesday? What's the game plan for the not Monday? Existing, finishing work. Those are good things. Existing and working. True. True. Yeah, getting through the day is an excellent thing. My day just started, so I'm going to be here a little bit, and then I got to go.
Good morning, Toby. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Today's noob day.
Oh, new PvE? I never really play on the PvE, so that's cool, though. I don't bother with the PvE. It's just a bunch of, like, high ping and pointless gameplay against people who don't even know what they're doing. So, when the content comes out, we will see it live. Unless Jack the Winner shows up for some reason, then would be on the PvE. If that happens, you'll see me on there. Otherwise, you're stuck in PvE hell. 10,000 ping. Server degradation, connectivity issues. I think everything's located in, what, Cali? Which is not close to me. Yeah. One day, bro. One day. I will keep dreaming. Well, the Warp is Ryan's store. He's been a fan of mine for a long time on, like, the main channel and everything, and he opened up a big hobby store, and yeah, he's really cool, and what he does is amazing. Jack the Winner isn't anime enough. He can be. Never say never with Riot Games, you know? Never say never, brother. It's like, maybe I'm so used to having, like, no stock locally of everything I love. I look at this guy's fucking web store and I'm like, dude, you have, like, things no one wants to stock. That's cool. I'm like, man, if I live there, hey, I'll be making some purchases. Don't worry. In person, walk up, buy some stuff. Where is this? That's fine. Bought a 3D printer and I'm pretty excited for it to be shipped here. Which one did you get? Did you get like a filament or a resin one? Got a resin for more detailed? Yeah. Well, PLA printers are... Some of the new ones look really insane, to be honest. I would say, regardless of whatever you do, I'd preferably put the 3D printer in a space that you're not active in, to be honest. Having worked with them, I don't advise being around them. That's what I'll say. Like, don't put it in the same room that you're in my opinion. Good. Yeah, that's awesome. That's exactly what you need. Yeah, keep it away. You know, the whole process is like 0 out of 10. The final result is 10 out of 10. That's how it makes me feel. I fucking hate the process, but I love the results. Plastic fumes. It's lovely, isn't it? Most of the issues with 3D printers is dialing in your settings. Once you have your settings locked in, you're good to go. Mad Bro, hello, sir. You're doing Necromunda squats, right? Like, you've done Necromunda stuff? Have you played with the gang? Have you ended up using any of the Exokin? Or like the Vartigen? Because I picked up some Necromunda squats. Like, beyond 2 campaigns, that's cool. Because I picked up some beyond, like, the Prospectors. I've had the Necromunda range literally sitting in boxes. Like, we're talking the resin stuff for a while. I was digging it out because I'm trying to, like, reorganize a little bit. But hard to equip properly? Gotcha. Did you magnetize all your stuff? Because I feel like for the sake of Necromunda, where everyone has, like, progression and weapon swaps and everything, it kind of makes sense to, at least in my eyes. I think that might be one of the few things I will magnetize, because it's more of, like, a progression system. Gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If you have any pictures of your Necromunda stuff, I'd like to see it, actually, if you want to post it. If you don't want it, that's totally fine. Because I was going to fuck about with Necromunda stuff soon. The good old squats. Wasted years when GW figures trying to learn how to paint. You know what? You can also learn on, like, you ever hear of Reaper minis? There's a ton of, like, cheaper brands of minis. I guess it depends on what you're painting exactly, because Reaper's not going to have, like, fantasy, or not fantasy, sorry, futuristic stuff, but yeah, practicing on GW stuff, that's fine if maybe you do something with it beyond that, I suppose, because, like, they are expensive. You know, buying a $60 box to test paint is probably not your best bet. Of course, you can strip them. It's very inconvenient to do so, but yeah, I get it. I mean, 3D printing will give you infinite minis for a lot cheaper, where you can test paint and do whatever you want with them. When I'm doing my test paints, I usually just kind of throw them into, like, a little diorama, and I try and, like, mess about with what I want to do. as little, like, concept pieces. So, like, this was a little concept piece for a Moria thing I was working on, and I just kind of test painted it for fun and put it on, like, a little plinth. But it was supposed to be, like, a classic theme of, like, mustard boots, the kind of vibrant green. It was just a test paint for fun. Like, the basing was shit. Didn't do anything with the basing, but the mini itself, yeah. And then you just keep it as, like, a reminder, and then you have your recipe written down, and you're like, okay, maybe I can improve on that and do better. So I did another one for fun, but it was more of like a diorama. And I painted some metal minis, and I did some, like, sculpting for the base. And I'm still not happy with it, but, like, it's a better direction. I think I added a lot more highlights and mixes and things, but it's still not perfect, but yeah. It's good to kind of, like, mess about with things you enjoy. And then keep writing things down, and then eventually, you know, you'll have something you're happy with, and then you can replicate it. It's not a bad idea. But yeah, for the sake of money, GW is, like, the worst thing to get into if you want to test paint. It's always hard to be happy with oneself. You always feel like you can do better. It's just a very normal thing to go through. Listening to, brother. A long time ago I did, yeah. A long time ago. It was just local stuff. Like weekend things, nothing crazy. I would love to get back into it. I know there's a big tournament scene these days where, like, you've got worlds and everything, and everyone's super into it still, but it's just much bigger. It'd be cool. It's another facet of the hobby, is just, you know, playing pseudo-competitively. It'd be good to get into that again as, like, a little fun thing. Maybe document it, you know? Everything is on the internet these days. Yeah, there's no reason to. Lurking as always. Thank you, sir. 25 stream streak. Oh my god, he's always here. Thank you, buddy. Airbrushing is way too clean, man. It's so smooth and it's so easy. Like, don't even waste your time painting panels with a brush. You're trolling. It's no point. There's no point. You know, airbrushing is, like, I keep my airbrush here, and this thing is a dog shit, you know, crappy old, like, even the well is kind of all mucked up with crap. But it's, it does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do, and I'm fine with that. You can get one for as cheap as a Warhammer box, which is not cheap by any means, but if you're in the hobby, you know how much that would be. You can go all out and get one that's probably as expensive as a fucking army if you want to take that route, but yeah. There's nothing wrong with airbrushing. I know there used to be this little stigma, like, nonsensical bullshit surrounding it where it's like, it's not painting your minis. It's like, bitch, at least I'm painting something. It's just a tool. It doesn't matter. Do your hobby the way you want. Airbrushing is awesome. Frog, hello, sir. Yeah, I'll take a look in a sec. I feel like everyone should try and mess around with an airbrush. Again, super cheap. You don't need something incredible. Just to try it. I don't have space for an airbrush. I use a rattle can. I guess it depends on the space being where you do it, because airbrushing doesn't take up much space. It's more of like, where are you doing it is the space. Do you have a booth? Do you have airflow? Yeah, if you're doing lots of priming, don't do that indoors. Like, don't, unless you've got like a whole system set up with like ventilation, it's not worth it. If you're doing little spurts of things, like the last thing I used my airbrush for was to paint static grass, and I just did that at this table. Like, it was just so minor, there wasn't really much going on. Yeah. I went on Amazon and I just bought one that was like $100. It came with an airbrush. It came with a compressor. It was a bundle. Everyone said it was a great beginner one. I bought it like fucking 6 years ago and it still works. I wouldn't really be worried if it's your first one and you're just trying things out. I would just say look at reviews. That's what I did. And the one I've got is like tiny and it works. Me and Mochi are good, sir. He's got to go get clean soon. Oh, yeah, those are the squats. Yeah, they look good. You gave them beards? I would do the same. Or you gave one of them a beard. Yeah, I want to mess around with the squats in Necromunda. I do like the exo frames are actually pretty good looking. They're very reminiscent of like the old Rogue Trader squat, like exo armor. Yeah, they're cool. You know what? They're not dwarves, that's why. That's their excuse. They're not dwarves. Like even the old Rogue Trader squats, the things that these guys were even born from never had beards. They're technically not dwarves, and they technically don't care about beards. That's why. It's disgusting to look at, though. Like, if you've ever seen a clean-shaven dwarf, it is so unnatural. It's so hideous. But, like, it's just the lore. It is what it is. Of course, obviously, a dwarf and a beard are very synonymous. But, yeah, it looks so unnatural. Was thinking about that. Think I saw something similar. You should do that, bro. Take the plunge. If the reviews are good and it's like 100 to 200 bucks, just give it a try. Again, I've literally primed. Me and Ivana have primed so many things with this airbrush, and we've had no issues. Like the compressor's perfectly fine. It's small. It works just great. I left it out in the fucking winter. Brought the thing back in, perfectly fine. I could have thought that thing would have exploded. Priming with an airbrush or with a rattle does not matter, in my opinion. Hell, I think rattle can be faster. Well, rattle cans are always faster. That's the convenience of them. They're very, very fast. They get it done immediately. Airbrushing is a little bit more involved. You have to clean up the airbrush. You have to find a place to do it. You know, it's more maintenance than anything and preparation. Rattle cans are instantaneous. I was gonna say, how do you have you used the Vartigin? Because I know you have the Vartigin right there with like the what is that, the Chartermaster? How does the Vartigin perform? I'm assuming it's really, really useful. The exosuit, the big is it not the Vartigin exodrill? Whatever the fuck it was called. Uh yeah, the Vartigin exodriller. Have you tried using that yet? Because I know you have it. It's so good, it's worth it to start off with her, even though it's 300 points. Always buy its heavy bolter upgrade. Gotcha. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I have it, and I'm going to be making it soon. Does it even come with a heavy bolter, though? Does it? I don't think it comes with that shit, right? I don't think it does. Does it? What are the weapon options? Oh, it does, yeah, the heavy flamer or the heavy bolter. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I have the damn kit next to me. I'm just not gonna go get it. Oh, it does, you're right. Yeah, it does. It has the drum mag and everything, yeah. I like how it's got the stowage on the back of, like, the dude's gear. That's cool. You know what's weird? Come to think of it, they actually sent me 2 of the same part. I don't know if this was in yours as well. Okay, I'll get it, because I have it right here. So there it is. They sent me 2 of the same part. I was looking at this recently. They sent me 2 backpacks. I was like, what? Look at this. Is that normal? Is it for the double weapons or something? Like, what the fuck? They sent me 2 of the stowage options. You didn't have that? Yeah, look at this. What? So weird. I mean, alright. I remember that. I'm like, whoa. Funky. Yeah, I bought this thing when it first came out, so that was like years ago. I'm sure I have the rest. I'm sure I like pieced it out properly, but yeah. It was a while ago. That's what I was thinking too. They could have maybe like accidentally put another piece in when they lost the other one. Or like it wasn't ready to be casted or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, something like that. I mean, if there's anything to say, Games Workshop's customer service is top tier shit. They're really good. For what you pay, GW's customer service is one of the best I've seen. It's really, really, they're good. Well, they know their margins, bro. They know how to keep people, right? It's like, how much money did it take to cast that kit? $5. How much are we selling it for? $70. It's like, the least we can do is give you parts that we didn't include. With, like, the fastest turnaround shipping. Heavy weapons team, and there was a bit missing, which was a production error. They sent me a whole box. Yeah, they do that. Yeah. They literally will send you a new box of stuff. I ordered something probably 4 to 5 years ago. And I forgot what it was exactly, but they sent me somebody else's order. They literally sent me like a Demon Prince. They sent me some fucking like Dark Angels. Just a bunch of random shit I'd never care about. Like $200 worth of random stuff. And I'm like, this isn't my order. And they said, okay, that's fine. You can keep all of it and do whatever you want with it, and we're going to send you your order. Whoa. That has only happened, like, I think once. So I just sold all of it. I didn't know what to do with it. That was a massive, massive mistake. Company-shattering mistake. Oh, man. They're still trying to recover to this day. I'm not sure about LEGO support. I feel like LEGO would send you just one piece, right? Back in the day, you'd be able to get multiple pieces from Games Workshop because they had a bit store and everything where you could literally go in and buy whatever you want. Any pieces you want, like 500 of them, go, like, you're good to go. If you wanted like 50 Thoric Ironbrows, you could have done that back in the day. They accidentally sent me 2 of the Death Rattle army sets. That's great. And they won't even ask for it back because it's their fault. This isn't like a mom and pop shop. This is Games Workshop. It's like one of the biggest British companies out there. Well, you could say it. You're good. I don't think I've ever really had problems with Lego. Like, I've never had to really contact Lego for any help in the past. Like, I haven't done Lego in so long, but yeah. I may magnetize everything for the sake of progression. So, if I was to build them, I'd probably build them with all their options and magnetize all their options. Because I don't really know what's good or what's bad. I haven't fucked with Necromunda in so long, not to mention the squats have never really been in Necromunda. So I wouldn't be able to tell you outside of that. Like, I still will build everything. I'm going to build one of everything, but then I'm going to leave the options kind of in the air for, like, magnetization, most likely. Yeah, Necromunda is a little bit more personal. Mordheim's a little bit more personal. I don't really mind doing that. For the sake of, like, a fantasy army, I don't think I want to, like, magnetize shit. I never really did back in the day for fantasy, so... And so on. Jesus. They billed you for 2 even though you bought 1? I mean, if they would have sent you that for free, that would have been great, but geez. And that's Lego. That's insane. I've had that happen before. Yeah. Thankfully, I don't really collect Lego anymore, but, like, Lego's cool. But I've never dealt with their customer service like that, so... That's shitty. Hopefully you got your money back. Yeah, I'll let you know. If anything, you know what? I am gonna get around to them eventually. Because I do want to... As I said, I'm kind of just doing everything at this point. So I've got all my Necromunda squats. I've got, like, the Exokin. I've got the upgrade sprue. I've got the, I've had literally the entire range for so long outside of the semi-new stuff, so... Yeah, I think it's time to actually kind of bust into it. Deal with Lego. At that point, I'd move on. Yeah, whatever you do... I mean... Going in person isn't so bad. Going in person to the Lego store, maybe as an adult, might look a little off, but... Yeah. Going in person ain't so bad. They usually have all their sets in there, and you can just kind of buy them later on. Like, I'm pretty sure most of my Lego stores still have all the UCS stuff that might have sold out at one point, if it ever did. Not the old ones, but yeah. Lego is an insanely popular thing. Lego is cracked. I'd even wager Lego fans... Well, technically, every fandom has its like, nutcases. Not in a bad way, but, you know. Disney fans, Warhammer fans, Lego fans. You've got some serious stuff going on. They're frothing at the mouth for every set. I think, wasn't it Mega Bloks who had the license for Halo? There was like a rival, like a competitor who had like the license. It might have been Mega Bloks or some shit. Yeah, Mega Bloks had the license, yeah.
TFT made Unbound Pike.
Did it really? Isn't that from Riftbound? Isn't that Riftbound? The Mega Bloks Pelican. Some of those kits are pretty damn cool. I remember seeing quite a few of them. They did kind of go in on like how many they had now, how many kits. Like there's a lot of Halo sets from Mega Bloks, if I'm not mistaken. Like I used to see them at Walmart all the time. When Walmart was good and not dog shit. Oh, gotcha. That I didn't know. Never mind. Thought it was something to do with like LOR. Or not LOR, Riftbound. Is that just like a character model that you play? Like an avatar? Or is it like like a visual update? It's an avatar, yeah, gotcha. I was gonna say, I'm like, eh. Cool.
Yeah, instead of a little legend or a chibi version, it's the champ itself, but some of them could pretty much be a League model update, like Vayne or Thresh looking a lot smoother than their League counterpart. They slightly changed Pike. I left it on the Discord.
I'll take a look. It's weird how they don't have that just in League in general, you know what I mean? Although Pike doesn't need really an update, but gotta help TFT. TFT is very popular. I wouldn't be surprised if TFT was more popular than everything in League of Legends outside of Era Mayhem. Unironically, I think it might be. I think that's exactly what's going on. It's gotta be. Probably. It's just more casual, and it's on your phone, and it's just chill. My God. Finecast minis are such hit and misses. Like, oh my God. You'll have to work harder for smoother surfaces on metal, but like, holy shit, half the detail is just gone for Finecast. You have to like, just kind of work with what you have, or resculpt everything. Yikes. That's a good thing. Alright, I gotta sand some stuff. Hopefully these gloves are not desecrated. Alrighty. I keep forgetting Corporate Clanny exists, and then I play an album, and I'm like, yeah, they're still just as good as I thought they were. I always forget this band exists. I don't know why. There's so many fucking albums. It's like, whatever you do, write it down, save it to a playlist, do something. Do not forget music. Blackson, hello, sir. Good morning, good morning. You can send clips in the Discord, yeah, like Twitch clips and things. Sure. The wicked glasses. They do need to stay on. I'm kind of glad I lost my last pair of glasses, because, like, the ones I was using previously were kind of, like, suctioned to my face almost, and every time you'd breathe, you'd get, like, the fucking shit kind of, like, clogging up your sight. You'd get your breath, like, frosting up the lenses. See the video from yesterday. I re-upload. That was a while ago, so I've been uploading stuff from, True. True. I was re-uploading, Where's the Tobias Fade VODs? Let me actually see if everything's set up properly. Why the fuck is it in French? Why is it in French? Yeah, so I've uploaded stuff to the channel. Like, the whole Death Stranding 6 finale thing, we didn't have that. It was basically cut off from, like, when we streamed it. I'm also starting to make playlists, and we should have thumbnails coming in. I think the final step, if people really love it and want to watch, you know, older videos, whatever it may be, we may edit the videos just to kind of cut out the crap, like the waiting around. Not in the game, but the waiting around in, like, the beginning or something, but... Yeah, I went through and I put together the Death Stranding playlist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's good. Edith Finch is 1 video, Lunacid should be 2. Yeah, it's just more of it's a way to keep your content. More so than anything, it is a way to make sure that, like, your content doesn't go anywhere. This channel and this content, this shit that we're doing here, this doesn't matter. But for the sake of variety VOD games, we're like, you know. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying this channel, I'm saying more of, like, cleaning up a miniature. Maybe documenting some insane things. Like, I should have at least saved one prior. But, like, average cleanup isn't really worth documenting. League's the 9 to 5. Yeah. You know, what? I don't know what Saros is, but I did see it in fucking GameStop. I don't know what that is, but I've seen it. Oh, this is where we do all the Warhammer content, yeah. If for whatever reason a Warhammer game ends up on a variety list, I'd still do it on the main channel. We did Space Marine and whatever else on the main channel, so I don't mind that, but this is more of like the AFK hobbying background noise, fall asleep type of stream. Like, I'm so bored, let me just not watch what's going on. Type of deal. It's the chill stream. This is the stream that will preferably never become a job. It's a blessing and a curse. Technically, it is my job, but, like, when you turn your passions into work, it becomes work. Sometimes. Not always. You want to love what you do. I'll set up Alexa to play this when it's on around the house. You should. She knows what's up. Our AI overlords are taking even more info in. He's getting there. You can't go wrong with cleaning metal minis. I don't know why people don't really like doing it or are scared of doing it, because it's like plastic minis, but more fun. If that's even a thing. Is there fun in building this shit? I have no idea. Maybe I've been brainwashed. Brainwashed into building minis. Too many. Okay, what is this? Let me look up. Let me look up on Games Workshop's website. What am I staring at? Dwarf command. They're not called dwarf. Dwarf. Fuck. Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. They are called Khazad-dûm Dwarven Commanders, right? There's no F. Dwarven. Okay. Hmm. Well, they're still dwarf. No, they still actually use dwarf. Technically, they have the rights to, like, a lot of the Lord of the Rings stuff anyways, so they can do whatever they want. But usually with the Lord of the Rings stuff, it's not dwarfen, it's dwarven, but then they say dwarf, dwarf. Okay. It's just weird. It is usually about that copyright, though. The Age of Sigmar range is straight up just like Duarden. And God knows what else. Auric. Aelv. Yeah, yeah. With the V. Yeah, I guess it's good to also have that separation anyways. I mean, Age of Sigmar is still connected to fantasy, but it's its own thing. It's a world made anew. So it kind of makes sense that you've got different names anyways going on. I get that. That makes sense, but I actually want to work on a bit of AOS stuff eventually. I've got some Caradron. I still have all the first releases, the first edition releases of Caradron in their original packaging. I don't know if they still come like that. I don't know if they sold well enough, but yeah. Dowie. Well, the Dowie is their own term. That's what they use, right? So from an outsider, I don't think you'd really call them Dowie. I was in a flea market last Sunday and I found 2 Lizardman Source Warriors in an old box of toys. They are full metal. I really recommended flea markets. Flea markets are awesome. I used to go to a flea market every weekend with my mom. Every weekend. And there was always one booth. This was when I was a child. There was always one booth where I would walk up and he had a big cardboard box of plastic army men. And I would always sift through it for the ones that I was like super keen on. Yeah, that's cool. Flea markets are awesome. It just depends on where you live, though, because, like, I don't think you'd really find too much Warhammer here. I used to go through fucking local listings and all this other stuff and, you know, talk to, like, ex-employees, people getting out of the hobby, tons of stuff, managers. These days I don't see it as often, but, like, yeah, anyways, flea markets are cool. I agree, that's fun. I used to do that as a kid quite a bit. When a dwarf thing comes out, do you just brainlessly click buy, or what's up having all these sets or settings you don't play? I did play to Sigmar, and I initially was gonna do the Caradron when they first came out. And the more I looked at them and the more I read, I was like, these are just not fantasy dwarves. And that's what kind of put me off for so long. Because, like, I ended up getting the Votann range, and then I sold the Votann range, got my money back, moved on. Great. Same thing with the Caradron range. The only thing I kept with the Caradron were the characters. Same thing with the Votann, actually. I kept all the characters that I bought initially, sold all the infantry. Did that for the Votann as well. I think I have, like, the commemorative minis still when they first came out. And then now that I'm more akin to just accepting things being different, I don't mind. Because I was really, like, I would get it, look at it, and then be like, man, these are just not fantasy dwarves. And no shit, they're not fantasy dwarves. They're not supposed to be. But at the time, my brain wasn't really working well enough to understand that. So, I don't really own the full ranges anymore. I was able to actually get out of that and give myself some money to buy other things, but yeah. I still have the release drop of the old dwarves just in box. You should build it. You should certainly build it. There's a huge market near me called Blackbush Market. I shit you not, that was the name. Always used to get counterfeit Yu-Gi-Oh cards, BB guns, and occasional Warhammer finds. That's cool. Yeah. I miss flea markets. Certainly a big part of my childhood. Building this shit takes a long time. Sometimes working around it takes a long time. Eventually things grow on you, or they grow away from you. It's learning to love because it's different. That's the biggest thing about growing up and realizing things don't have to revolve around the one thing you enjoy. Learning to love because it is different. I'm so hyped to play Saros. What even is that? What is Saros? Someone talked about it earlier, but no one said what the fuck it was. What is it? I saw the game in GameStop. What is it? Oh, isn't Saros supposed to be the second game from Returnal's company? Is that what that is? Is that what? Oh, that's Saros. It just dawned on me. I'm like, whoa, wait. Kind of remember it now. I have no clue what the game looks like, though, so. Returnal was actually really good. What a weird-ass concept for a game. What a weird fucking concept. Very out of the box. Very, Remedy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's very Remedy. Well, I won't be playing it anytime soon because we have to play Dying Light and we have to play a bunch of other stuff. Never say never, I'm going to say, but we have a lot to do first. I would say at this point, there's no point in recommending anything because we'd never really do it. We have so much other stuff to do right now, man. I might run another event in June, and then I might be accepting more recommendations, but we have so many things, man. We have like 50 games, 60 games. Yeah. When is that supposed to be happening? First and second week of June? Summerfest Games. Isn't that like... I don't know what that is, though. What is that? I thought it was just like a show. Where they just show you things, no? Pool party Tobias. You don't want to see me in the nude. Oh, it's a Steam sale. Oh, I thought it was a show. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was a game announcement, like, show. Listen, my unk brain... It's the main event every summer since E3 died. I don't know. I guess it's a Steam sale or a show. I don't fucking know. Someone said it was a Steam sale. Someone said it was a show. I need some soap. Soap. You ever put soap in a fucking dispenser like this and then... Weird. But it works. It's the Game Awards without the awards. Okay, that's weird. Alright, fair enough. Oh, God. The metal! Nice. Libraries are, I haven't been to a library in so long. I used to rent VHS tapes from libraries. I think it was like Goosebumps. I think it was Goosebumps episodes, actually. It's good to get out and about. Too many distractions at home. You know what? That is true. That's why people enjoy doing things elsewhere. Sometimes it's good to get out and just get away from fun. There's a lot of fun at home, but there's a lot of distractions, like you said. Tons of distractions. Get out and about, do some stuff. and be productive. Did you ride your new motorcycle there? Was that what you did? I know you got a motorcycle, which is cool.
Shut up, you dickhead, now fuck off!
Yo, Skill Phoenix, thank you, sir, for the Prime. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. The Prime Gamers. Thank you, man. Later today, sir. Who asks for more League? The League fans. I'm kind of excited to play League. I want to do some tank TF again. It's fun. Maybe ult spam GP. I'm literally just playing anything I can for fun. Like, whatever the fuck I think is cool, I'm just gonna do. Less thinking, more doing is what life is about sometimes. Make it happen. I mean, champ requests have got to be... I don't think I can do it in ranked, bro. No way can I do that in ranked. Drew Levin has a sniper rifle. Pointed right at my head. Did people just love their champions being played by me for some reason? I have no clue why. Maybe I'm just the GOAT. I'm the GOAT at making everything not work when it should work. Champ requests. Remy needs it. I think she's done with the requests. I don't blame her, and I want her to be done. Good Christ, I don't want that again. It was lovely, but it was too much. Hoots Force. We'll put on some... I'll put some Glory Hammer on soon. I might do more song and champ request things, maybe in June. I'm just kind of like... thinking, you know? It's never about my sanity, and those things definitely chip away at it, I gotta say. The sanity of a man. Listen, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. That's all I gotta say. Oh. What time is it right now? Oh, fuck, it's like 11. I gotta go soon. I thought it'd be a short stream. Time flies when your brain isn't in use. Well, I'll give this probably like half an hour more of cleanup, and then I'll go. When in doubt, you can spend hours on a piece cleaning it, and still probably spend more and not be done. Especially metal minis, or even like fine cast minis, there's just so much to do. There's no way this is by any means close to perfect. You'd sit here working on it for hours and hours. Alex Loser. 3 p.m. Total War 40k should be cool. Once they start getting all the races out, it should be a lot better than the initial launch stuff. Usually the launch is just a little bit lackluster. There's not much going on, but, you know, over time it'll be one of the best games, I'm sure. There's just not enough factions in the game. Oh, it'll be way more than $200. If you think Warhammer Fantasy has enough DLC, I mean, for God's sake, they're going to milk the fuck out of Total War 40k. Infinitely bigger fan base at this point. How much money will they make on Space Marine chapters alone? All the Primarchs, just everything they can do. It's a very, very, very good choice. Biggest thing, well, not good choice in terms of paying for everything, but like, when you have a hobby that's very demanding, like Warhammer is not really, I'd say, an easy hobby. There's a lot of like facets to it with like the painting, the modeling, the converting, the gaming, the reading. There's so many different things that go on in Warhammer. Or you can play a video game, right? So for the sake of like Total War 40k, if they release anything tabletop-wise, it's also most likely going to be released in Total War. And they may even line that up with release dates. It's like, oh, you love the Catachans. Well, guess what? The Catachan refresh is here, and so are they in Total War. Right? Like, whatever it may be. I don't see them not doing that. It's such an easy opportunity to kind of, like, double dip. Like, obviously, it's Creative Assembly. It's not Games Workshop, but they have their blessings. They have the license. The fuck are we listening to? It's not really dangerous. I just don't want to, like, get metal flakes everywhere. This isn't lead. It's a lot of wet sanding, just metal flakes. Simplified 40k and the Custardians. The Custardians. Jeez. Is that what they're called? The Custards. They're pudding. That would be a lovely chapter name. I thought you were making a joke or something. You're good. You're good. I'm not anal about all that stuff. How dare you label them the custodians? Heresy. Time to get this guy out of the hobby. Tourist. Custards. That is true. I've got a few skinny pop bags, I'm not gonna lie. I have quite a few. It's so damn good. I would shill skinny pop in a heartbeat. The skinny pop is so good, man. Like I have to have it. It's so good. It's the greatest snack I've ever found. And it was just an accident. Grocery store, I said I want popcorn, let's try this shit. Window shopping. Turned out to be the best thing I've ever eaten as a snack. Absolutely cooked nutty. Whatever the kids say. It's basically movie theater popcorn. The best way to describe Skinny Pop, original Skinny Pop, not the other flavors, I haven't tried those, is if you've ever gone to the movies and you had like that overpriced popcorn that tastes good as shit, it's basically that, but like, it's like 95% the same thing. It's so good. And it's less salty, there's like no butter. No, there's no butter. But it tastes so similar to movie theater popcorn. It's much healthier. Anyways, I could shill that product all day. It wouldn't even be shilling. It's just so good. A decoration store in popcorn in a decoration store. What? Interesting. Oh, it's a store name. I was like, what the fuck do you have in your country? What is going on? That's cool. I have not. I've seen people's techniques with some of that stuff. People who play like God, what's that game? Tetris. I've seen people who play Tetris who are like it looks like they're playing a guitar or something. It's so fucking weird. Oh, that's different. I thought you meant like literal speed running. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, these people are dumbasses. Yeah, I've seen that. People are straight mutants. I don't know what that group is now. Tuber, hello, sir. No, people are stupid. People are really stupid. Anything for clicks, bro. That's the meta. In today's world, anything for clicks. Stealing from old people, shitting on food, like ruining everyone's like day. Anything for clicks. It's like, were you not like fucking belted as a child? What's wrong with you? I had to eat soap as a goddamn kid. These days, parents just say, all right, here's a game. Clout poisons people's minds. It's like, it's Night City. Like, make a name for yourself or die a nobody. It's like, what? How about you just have a fun life and enjoy yourself and not fuck with other people? That I don't know yet. The VODs, I'm not sure. Still waiting. What? Regardless of what we do on this earth, people will always be losers. Absolute losers. You just enjoy your time here, have fun, do your hobbies, go to work, breathe some air, have some good food, and you're good to go. These are Lord of the Rings dwarves. So this is a Khazad-dûm captain. There's a few other ones I was working on in the past few days that are all part of this army, but this is just a captain. Right now, I'm on a bit of a Lord of the Rings binge. I'm trying to get through a lot of my Lord of the Rings stuff. Don't know what I'll work on next, or even if I'll continue this, like, immediately, because there's so many different things you can do in this hobby, but... yeah, I'm just working through it. The new movie should be good. It comes out, what, December of next year? The Hunt for Gollum. It's just footage of that Gollum game. But, like, upscaled with AI. Imagine. Death take me. Said make a list of what I have and then send it to him. Well, send it to me and then I'll put you in contact with an editor. Yeah, let me know when you pull everything out, let me know what games you have in full and I'll let them know, okay? I think Pizza Pikachu also sent me some VODs before the event of variety games we played, so I gotta check that out as well. I think he has like the Faith VOD and a few others. Well, if you do you actually have Visage? Do you actually have Visage? Do you have that VOD? No way. You do? You're a beast. You're sick, man. Goat. You found it! I'm so happy. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you. That puts a smile on my face. That's sick. I'm so glad. We have to upload that, man. Yeah, you take your time. There's no rush. That's so cool. Fuck that game. I was such a pussy for that game. It's funny because Ivana, I think, played it, and she was like, what are you, a pussy? It's not that scary. I'm like, but have you played it? Or I think she had watched a video on it and not played it or something. We had a conversation about it, but it was something along those lines. It's only a game. It's not that scary. I'm like, bitch, play the game. Well, it's different now that I've played it. It's not the same feeling, right? You have to go in blind. It's traumatizing. I think we spent 15 minutes debating with the chat if I should skip the game. And I didn't, because it was on the list. Why? Because most of chat of cause of you? What? Isolation was cool. Alien Isolation is one of the best games we've played, for sure. Yeah, yeah. It was something like that. I mean, all of that needs to be in the video, though. I'm not going to try and, like, not include that. I think we beat that game in probably, what, 2 days? 2 separate days? It was a collective decision to skip the game. I don't think it was. People wanted to see it. It was so scary. A man needs to know when to move on. If you have Outlast as well, I think Outlast was probably the first game we played. It wasn't that scary. Outlast wasn't nearly as bad. Oh, you have Outlast too? You're crazy, bro. You're cracked out of your mind. I hope you're not lying. If you got, listen, all those games that you have, again, let me know, man. We'll have them all uploaded, and I'll thank you in the video. I'll give you credits for holding on to them, because that's crazy. Did I? I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. That game wasn't that scary. If you can't see the scares, it's not scary. It's 11:08. Okay, I gotta go in about 15 minutes. I don't know anything about Outlast 2. Don't spoil it. In Discord, there's a clip of Visage. I can also send an image with Outlast and Visage, etc. Oh, if you have it, you're fine, bro. I get it. You're good. When you have everything ready, just let me know and we'll talk, okay? I'll give this, you know what? Let's just set the timer. There you go. 15 minutes. Maybe I shouldn't put it here. Pizza yo. It was a bad running simulator as well. I feel like most games like that are kind of just bad running sims. I don't really like running sims. I didn't see it yet. I actually brought that up that you were going to send me some stuff, so I'll check it out. We actually have a lot more VODs. Lino says he found some. He's got Outlast. He's got fucking Visage. Like, we're cooking. We might have every game during the event that we played. Did you get Stasis Bone Totem? Pizza? Did you actually record Bone Totem? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. Those should be good to add. You're good. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot with that channel. We got to get thumbnails out. I'm doing playlists. We're going to make it like a legitimate thing. Variety is cool. I think it's the most fun I have while gaming. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very fun. Stasis was kind of old. That was a great game, though. Well, everything in moderation, yeah. Not every game is good. Some games aren't the best, but everything feeds into itself. It's like you need a bit of League, you need a bit of Warhammer, you need a bit of variety. Life is the spice of life. Does that make any sense? Life is the spice. Variety. Whatever that saying is, I don't fucking... Two different things. The spice of life is what life should be about. There you go. Thank you. The spice of life. I don't know. Do different things, bro. When you can, try different things. We have about 10 minutes left. Variety is the spice of life. I got my eyes itchy, but I can't. Do the same thing for 70 years and then you decompose. Well, you can do that while you decompose. Good question. I will make an announcement and see if anyone has it, but yeah. The fact that we never saved the Metro games, that was a bit of an issue. Well, there's no HUD in Metro anyways, right? There's no HUD there. We should have one for Outlast too. Don't even tell me there's a HUD in that game. Darksiders. I think that's on the list. It should be on the list of things. I can't wait to see the Visage VOD. Yeah. Fuck that game. I would actually rewatch it, unironically, because it was so traumatizing. Michael Wincott is my favorite voice actor. I'm assuming he's like the main character of the game. Oh, well, you're spoiling it. Who? What? That's fine. We'll see when we get there. You know what? You know what's so stupid? I uploaded the fucking finale to Death Stranding, the first game, and even though they made all the music free to listen to and not copyrightable, they still had, like, the most important song in the game pulled out of the VOD because for, like, copyright reasons, which is so stupid. It's like, if you want your games to, like, be seen beyond people playing them, you kind of need to let people listen to the music in the game, you know? That was so stupid. Fuck, even in Edith Finch, What Remains of Edith Finch, when we played that game, like, they literally cut a song out of, like, such a pivotal scene. It's like, come on, man. It's like, of course I'm playing your game to make money. What else would I be doing? Not because I want to check it out and see what it's about. Like, damn right. I'm here to make $1 million on Edith Finch and all of its music. We'll do, like, 5 more minutes. Yeah, 5 more minutes is fine. Well, again, you can technically take as long as you want on minis. This mini's not really that well off. I could probably sit here for 2 more hours cleaning this guy up and then be done, maybe, but yeah. I would. Yeah, I definitely would for the second channel. I don't think you're allowed to film in Warhammer World, which is where I'd also be going, so I think just photos, but yeah. Maybe not here. Not sure. There should be Metro clips. If you go to my channel, go to the main channel and type Metro, and you might find a clip that you can, like, go back and check. Belgian, hello, sir. We gotta be leaving soon. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do like one more song. Just want to get a little bit more done. Steal. He did not. Rest in peace, son of Gondor. When is it finished? When is it done? You're sponsored by the Warp. True, we are. Yes, sir. That's Ryan. Oh, have you really? Well, we know the guy. We know Ryan. Ryan, the owner. He's a fan of mine. He's a big fan, I gotta say. Big fan. That's cool. Yeah, you know what's funny? There was a guy who, he said there was a few people who showed up at his store and they were like, yeah, I'm here because of Tobias. Like, that's cool. That's what he told me at least, so it's fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in their Discord. Everyone seems pretty chill. Yeah. One of us. Successful sponsorship. Well, again, Ryan's a cool guy. His store is sick as fuck. If I lived in the UK, I'd be living there. I'd like sneak out of the garbage can and go to work at the Warp. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I believe it's like the southernmost part of England. Haven't, I think, is in the southernmost part. Yeah, his store is, I mean, he's got a lot of, like, used stuff, new stuff. This guy has stock of everything. Like, he's very on top of stock. Literally one of everything. You'll go into a game store here. South Coast, yeah. Well, technically, all the Warhammer comes out of the UK, excluding a few things that come from China. Books and other stuff, like cheaper terrain sets and whatnot. But, you'll go to a game store here in Canada, and you'll be like, wow, that stock is pretty good. You've got, like, 3 things. I'm pretty sure in most places in the UK, you're able to get, like, the entire range in shop. Like, that's cool. I know for his store, I mean, I've seen the web store and everything. Yeah, he's got stock of things that we'd never basically have. Yeah, it's really, really cool. If you're in the UK, check it out. Like, Ryan's a great guy. The store is, he just opened up his new location, which is in the same mall that he was in, but he has like a newer, bigger unit. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff. I actually have to work on the Dane diorama for his store. He sent me Dane. Dane on his piggy. I was going through my storage unit, and I'm like, I really need a base for this, and I was going to use a wooden base that I would sand and do everything, but I found I found one of my Green Stuff World, like, little plinths, and I'm like, well, this is perfect. This will literally be perfect. So, I'm good to go. But that's supposed to be a YouTube video series, so that's kind of what I'm waiting on. We just want a bit more free time with the editor, and then I'll be able to kind of record it. There's a Spoon's Pub next door as well, venue sick. That's cool. I think well, I think he's in a mall, right? So, like, outside the mall, you've got, like, a little town anyways. He said he wanted to open up a restaurant next door. Something like that. He wanted to do, like, a snack bar, pub, restaurant thing, like, in the store. So you could go eat food, or drink whatever, and then go play games. Yeah. So it's like an all-encompassing thing. Like, you have the retail store with everything, and then you can walk over, and you have another unit where it's, like, only gaming tables. And then you've got, like, I think a few other, private rooms that you can rent and do things in. And then if you go over again, I think he's supposed to be doing, like, a restaurant or something like that. That's what he said to me, at least, so. And he's let people know, so. Yeah, it's very cool. Heretic Astartes. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's really what gaming stores are about, right? It's about community. It's about everyone coming together in one spot and playing games and having fun and doing things. You need stores like that. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up. Wargaming only thrives if the people are interested. It's a very personal hobby. I can't see what you're working on. it's little dwarf captain. It's nothing crazy. It's a lot of back and forth sanding, 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 smoothing, scraping, sanding. Comparing. I do need to call it though, so I think what I'll do for now is just wrap this up. I'll wipe him down and then move on. That was just giving myself 15 minutes, which we're already past. I like the hobby channels. I do too, they're fun. It's more of a little for fun thing. It could be, if it could be anything more, that'd be cool, but it's certainly a for fun thing. It takes last on the list of priorities. I can maybe ask people later. I might do like an all ping in Discord or something, maybe, and we can try and find them. All right, I'm gonna wipe this down, put it on the shelf, and then it's not done, but I'm just gonna get it out of here for the sake of my mind. Can work on it later. This brush is so dirty. That is like fucking black shit between the cracks. Ew, it's mold. Moldy. Moldy miniatures. That's what my channel should be called. Moldy minis. Alrighty, let me wipe this down. I'll put them on a base. Moldy streamer. Well, technically, I gotta go shower. Do I look like I've showered? No one does that now. Whenever you're painting, you're always trying to simulate the look of something, and even though it may look metal, it's not, like, in-universe metal. You know what I mean? But in the context of, like, what is going on the miniature, you still want to make it look like it makes sense at that scale, and it just wouldn't look it. PC setup review. We did a bunch of those. The benefit of metal is that it's metal. It's either plastic or it's metal. It's like a white metal mix of like tin and copper and things, or it was in lead, which is not fun to work with, obviously, but yeah. White metal is fine. This is white metal. So like tin, copper, other stuff. It's not perfectly done yet, but like most of it was cleaned up. Smoothed out, cleaned up. It's infinitely better than it was. Metal minis take a very long time to clean up, but it is satisfying. Maybe. Just a little bit. I don't think you sandblast these, though. I think it'd be dead. Alright, so, where's the base? Metal minis are great, but not everyone enjoys working with them because they just feel like it's harder, but it's... I wouldn't say working with metal is hard, I'd say it's a little bit more laborious. Plastic is obviously the best material, it's just so easy to work with, but metal is the heft. It's the certain sculpts that never made it to, like, anything else. Preferably not fine cast. I'm trying to sell metal Thunderhawk toy. Okay, sir. I would say throw it away. It's not worth anything. Throw it in the trash. A metal Thunderhawk is worth $0. Absolutely. It deserves the bin. You couldn't even sell it for scrap. If you do, that'd be cool, but yeah. Yeah, that is going to need some work. Still needs to be quite cleaned up. All right, folks, that's it for me. The fact that you put days left in the corner is very helpful. Oh, if you want to go back and look for that stuff, it probably is very helpful. Yes, I gotta go, folks. I'll see you guys on in the afternoon. Fish and chips for dinner. I had that recently. Well, fish and rice. Anyways, I gotta go. I hope you all have yourselves a great day. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Of course, socials and everything for this channel and more can be found below the stream if you do want to keep up with anything I do. YouTube, Twitter, yada, 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 all that stuff. But yes, with that being said, everyone, take care of yourselves. Thank you, as always, and I will see you later. Peace, peace, folks. Be good.